last time on the Tales from Tenrei. Finishing up their business in Moss Bank on the planet of Darkwater, the party is contacted by Alid, an individual Furiosa paid bail for in Moss Bank lockup. The Genasi, wanting to square her debt, put the party in contact with Captain Briarfoot of the Celestial Skip. The quirky captain, after some negotiations, flew the party to Okarsus, where the next piece of the artifact resides in the hands of the ex-crime boss Susto the Poet Monet. The first stop along the way, the planet Drahiri, Axinia parted ways with the party to return to her home world of Serendol to help the resistance fight against the pirates that had overthrown the royal family. Arriving at Okarsus, the party finds Susto's mansion locked down during an anti-slavery protest. Whipping the protesters into a more violent state, the party sneaks into the mansion garden, where they witness some strange activity within the mansion's library before succumbing to sleep magic from a mysterious assailant. Regrouping in the morning, it becomes apparent that Susto has been murdered. The party tricks the security force into allowing them access to the evidence, suspects, and body found during the investigation. Investigating further, they find that Susto was murdered not by a protest leader, as the security forces assumed, but by a sleeper agent of the followers of the Risen. After subduing the cultist, he spots some vague and foreboding threats before ending his own life with the unusual poison used by the cult. The party then gains access to Susto's mansion and recovers the artifact along with a few other treasures from a hidden vault in the library. We rejoin as they exit the vaults to the sounds of chanting and pounding over the library's doors. What strange forces await them beyond the barricaded doors? Find out on today's exciting episode of the Tales from Tenrei.
Hell yeah.
That was amazing.
The door that you guys had barricaded, like you, I'm surely remember, there's pounding on it as well as a mysterious chanting coming from the other side. The barricade is currently holding, but there seems to be enough force on the other side of it that it is beginning to buckle. What will you do?
Oh goodness.
Should we get the fuck
I
out of
say
here?
we
or
make
should we-
ourselves scarce.
I know we
Yeah.
definitely should not buckle at the weight of this pressure.
Under pressure.
Doom, doom, doom.
But so they're on the other side of like those big doors down at the bottom, right?
Yes.
And then
What do we see out of the windows?
Yeah.
The garden, it is unoccupied, it seems.
hmm,
I say we bust through the windows.
Everybody roll a perception check just real quick for no reason.
Just want to see those dice going.
for no reason in particular.
Yeah, nothing is happening, obviously. Furiosa and Korok, you notice as you're like, whipping your heads around, searching for your options, you notice a piece of parchment sticking out from between the couch cushions.
Some old TP.
All
Something
right,
like that,
make a mad dash for it. Wait, where's?
It should be visible right here.
Well, no, I see that. Yeah. Okay, so Turok was able to get it. Oh, perfect. Yes.
What's this? I'm interested in this.
do,
Unidentified scroll.
do you have Arcana?
I believe I do.
All right, go ahead and
Mm.
pick that up and then roll Arcana for me. Yes, it is an unidentified scroll. You can put that in your inventory, though.
All right, so take all.
And I think we can also, like, when we've got 10 minutes downtime, you can use that to identify things, right?
You can use the identified spell to do that.
Oh, that's right, because it's a ritual if you've actually got the downtime, is
And-
how that works.
Right, so that's what's up. You guys have scant seconds to decide. You're gonna jump out the windows, or I guess
Oh, yeah.
casually
Yeah,
Link-
stroll out the
Link
door.
goes to do that.
Yeah.
Link goes to
So
jump
what
out
I'm
the
doing
window.
is so I boot to the Elvenkind, so I'll move like really quietly, and I just like kind of dash over to behind this pillar and then behind those curtains, and then do the windows open or what's
Yeah,
going on
and
there?
also there's like
Think about opening them.
yes, the windows do open, but also like there are doors to the garden.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh,
well,
I didn't. Is that okay?
You know what though? I think I just anyway am like just to not be seen by them at all. I'm like, nope. I'm just gonna kind of step right out there because I'm weird. You know, I'm just weird. I'm just weird like that.
Yeah.
Lynx
We should
goes to
know.
like bust through and then sees Vashana like sneakily and gently opening
I just like
the
lift a
window.
latch. I lift a latch and it just right out.
Lynx had never considered that option. Neither had Tucker.
If after we exit, I'd like to close the windows on the way out as
Yeah.
best I can, so it doesn't look like.
Easily done. These windows are made for closing, and that's just what they'll do. Okay,
Mhm.
so you guys are.
This cursed garden again.
Actually, what time is it? It is about 7 at night.
And what is sort of like the cloud cover like? Is it like pretty dark already, or is it like it's it's summertime, so it's like still pretty light out?
This is a climate-controlled planet, right? So.
Oh, okay.
I want to live on a climate-controlled planet.
Right.
Oh, so is it just very bright and shiny then? It's very like sunshine almost looking.
Well, no, I mean there's artificial starlight that comes down so that it's mood but not like pitch black when it's nighttime. But no, there are no clouds or anything.
Furios is just like, I can be starlight.
If you guys want, you can roll stealth to be hidey.
Yes.
If not, you can just dip out of here.
Can't I take that as an action? Cunning action, is that it?
We're not.
Seems like we should
hide.
just get the hell out of here.
We're not in
Oh.
like combat or
fine.
anything.
Yeah.
So in the garden, you guys have dropped stealth. You're Tycho, I believe that I heard you say that you were like, we're leaving.
Seems like we should get out of here, unless we've investigated what we can investigate.
When it sucks, hit
Yeah.
the bricks.
You've
If we've grabbed everything, we need to get the fuck out of here.
yeah, you definitely grabbed what was important at least, as well as a few extra little goodies.
Yep,
Yeah, we
I'm,
need a
I'm,
fucking
I'm cool
haul.
with that.
The people that are in pursuit of you seem to know exactly where you are, regardless of your excellent hiding and track covering skills. And you know what you're about on this stuff, and you know that they should not be able to tell where you are. Like, you're good at what you do.
There must be some way that they're able to track us, team. That doesn't have physical properties, like perhaps
Yeah.
one of the items that we
Mm.
borrowed.
Magical.
I want somebody to call heads or tails for me.
Tails.
Tails?
Nice. Good call.
That was heads. Sorry. Continue.
Yes.
Oh.
Wait, we don't
What?
still have the Necronomicon on us, do we?
The Necrotelonomicon?
Or the Necrotomicon? Yes, that we don't still have that, do we?
I think we gave it to.
Korak has it.
Oh.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh,
Oh,
I know
okay,
that
cool.
that seems like something that could be tracked. Maybe.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
These people
So
could be coming to collect some book fees.
so here's the thing.
Yeah,
Here,
Right.
it's a team of angry librarians.
you
Yeah.
guys are able to tell. Not when Tycho sees that they're in pursuit, it's apparent that these guys are the cultists, or at least they're dressed like them. Shalim has, I think it's Shalim has.
Is it
Is
an
it-
amulet
is
of
it-
foretelling?
No, that's a
Oh,
different-
you're talking. I have it right here. Amulet of proof against detection and location.
Yes, that is the one.
Yes.
And you are a good person to have it equipped on.
Perfect.
Yes, so that's unusual.
Wait, and he also has the Necrotelonomicon.
Yes.
Hey, you think you
Yep.
can cover that up? Cover that up with something? That sounds great.
I'll tell you what, roll, those of you who are trained in it, or have proficiency in it, roll Arcana. Yeah, Arcana.
Not me.
Not I.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, so as someone who dabbles in the divine, um, you know, well, you believe at least that in order to that there may be a way to overcome protection against divination magic by having, how would I describe this? There are certain magical items that if one has one on or near them would allow people to scry on that regardless of if there were protections against it.
But they could what ostensibly put something on this thing to where whenever they get close to it, it says something to them.
Maybe.
Or maybe something like that.
Something like that, perhaps.
I don't know.
So normally the proof against detection and whatever, I forget the full name of it. Normally that would prevent things from like find person or locate object or scrying or wizard's eye, I think. The divination based magic.
Mm-hmm.
So something must be overcoming that protection. So as you guys are continuing down the street trying to elude these pursuers, you hear in your minds somebody has targeted you with a message spell. And they say,
We're here to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
yeah. They say, play along and follow my lead. Wait for my signal.
Well, we got nothing better to do, gang.
Yep. I trust him. That's a trustworthy message.
Wow, that sounds like a guy you could have a beer with.
Yeah. I'd vote for him.
I think we should listen.
Yeah.
So you don't know who it came from is the thing.
Right.
Can I do a perception check to see if I can like peer around and see if any of the crowds is standing out or like looking around?
So the streets are pretty sparse, except for, you know, some cloaked individuals doing a terrible job of remaining like incognito as they pursue you. And you guys are obviously, since you're trying to obscure yourselves, are like dodging around trees and through bushes and stuff as innocuously as you can. But yes, you can roll perception to try and figure out if one of the few civilians or whatnot. What exactly are you looking to?
For anyone who's like not totally following the kind of crowd, like it seems like everyone's sort of trying to break in, and I look for someone who's like maybe looking around and not part of that, but maybe still in that crowd.
You are able to tell that there are 5 of these robed cultists in pursuit of you. So at least you know the odds, I suppose.
So we're not in the garden, we're like on the streets. Can I like hide in an alleyway and keep a lookout for anyone who might be acting unusually?
I mean, it's pretty obvious who's acting unusual. Like the people who aren't cultists that are on the street are, you know, old people like walking their dog or whatever. Okay. There's not like a whole lot of them. You guys and the cultists are the only like groups of like any interest really that are on these streets. You can try and duck into an alleyway though, if you would like.
Yeah.
So that voice said to play along and then to like
play along. So what are we?
We'll know when
they
get the signal. So we should keep moving in the direction we were gonna prior to. You know what I mean? Like no change in our plan. So
just kind of keep walking, right? Because there's just people walking out on the street too.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's you've only seen like again, it's not like a crowd. It's very sparse. It's like, you know, evening time in the retiree community.
Oh yeah, so we're just going for a little walk. We're just going for a stroll in the neighborhood.
Where was the do we have like a meeting place? Like maybe we can go meet up at like a pub or something and make a conflict happen.
Yeah, you can do that. That's not too difficult to discern. You would have seen like a Mason's Lodge or whatever. I don't know what
The
they're called.
signage is excellent in this town.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just say, yeah, let's we're going for a stroll to have a drink. Like
So-
normal people.
Yeah, you guys make for one of the bars or whatever that you had noticed on the way, and dip in there.
Let's just we'll position ourselves like tactically in the bar because if we're being tracked and Tycho's trying not to be tracked, he's probably pretty concerned about that.
Is this cultist note referring to me and my whip? Gamma?
Maybe.
Can you read it out to us?
Yeah. The tabaxi is resistant to the usual interrogation techniques. He hasn't divulged the location of the log pose fragment he held, nor the location of any other fragments. I will have to call upon the master if we wish to pry anything from his tiny mind. He was in possession of a business card of an organization called Helping Hands.
Oh.
However, I task you with ascertaining what role they may have in this. Use whatever means you must in dealing with them, but our presence here and our goals must not be known. The accursed whip is near, and while not yet awakened, it is in the hands of one of the hunter's blood.
Oh,
Ooh.
perhaps the accursed whip is the
No, I think that is correct.
item next.
So-
yes.
That note you guys pulled off of the body of one of the cultists that assaulted you guys in your offices back on Tenrei.
Oh.
You know, maybe we should stop giving out business cards and just like make posts on like Nextdoor or the planetary equivalent. You know, it's
Well. Yeah.
Is this the Temple of Baal that we're dealing with?
Sure. The
Remember
Order
that?
of Ba welcomes you, friend.
That's right.
All right, the first one to come through is going to be this dishonest cultist. So
Ooh.
Tycho and Korok, or if you guys, anyone who wants to hit that first one, I assume at least Korok, make an attack roll against him if you
I
are
don't like this.
going to hit him on the way in.
Attack. Is there advantage?
Yeah, sure. I'll allow it.
Because I'm gonna whip him in the back of the head.
Oh, nice.
This took his head off, right?
That shadow sting should have just whipped that thing right off of there.
Roll your damage.
All right. Damage.
And I
Normal or
believe
critical?
just normal. You didn't roll high enough for a crit. Sorry.
Ah, shit. That ain't nothing.
Yeah, you whip him in the back of the head. Tycho, do your surprise round attack?
All right, we're doing it. I guess
Center mass.
I'll blast him in the front of the body.
My
Go-
shot knocks it into Matt's shot.
Go ahead and roll with the attack with advantage.
Holy
Okay.
shit!
Nice one, Matty.
wow.
Yeah, you both rolled
You did.
18s. So yeah, roll your damage.
Got
Oh! You pound him,
Roblox poop sound.
and then the rest of
shit.
them enter.
Oh shit.
Jeez.
Oh, here
Oh
comes
dear.
the first squad.
Here we go.
Oh dear.
Okay, Lynx, you are top of the round.
I use cunning action to hide.
Okay.
Does that actually work? Hide? How do I do that? I'm still
Roll
not-
stealth. So you
Wow,
have
neither of those were great.
used your stealth. Do you wish to move
And
at
I
all?
have used my turn.
All right, Tycho.
So I started blasting. Oh,
Tycho finishes him off.
Hell yeah.
Oh!
oh Jesus!
He's dead. Korok's
He did.
turn. And then it's Furiosa.
Oh.
All right. Shadow sting this guy.
Oh, critical.
Evisceration. Critical hit. Damn it. That's better than it was.
Whoopah! Another guy down. All right, so then Furiosa,
Okay.
you are currently being viewed as a patron.
You know what? I'm gonna sit back down over here.
They definitely have clocked you as an enemy, though.
I'm sure. Yes. I mean, I kind of figured that, but you know, there's part of me. Oh, part of me just really bad gas.
Okay.
Bad gas.
The
Jesus.
the sneaky cultist, and he whips his hood off to reveal an individual wearing some. I'll describe him in more detail later, but what he does is what's important. He stabs the cultist next to him.
Oh. Whoa.
No, he catches his compatriot by surprise, stabs him, and he falls to the ground. This is the man before you.
Ooh.
Huh.
He
He's righteous.
is. You can see now that he's like disrobed, not gotten naked, but like literally taken his robes off. You can see that he is. He has one of the insignias that Rene Acosta had, the one that looks similar to a military Commonwealth military insignia, but is different and belongs to an unknown branch of the government.
God, that intro though.
He says, "I'm not sure what business you have with the cult, but we need to leave right now. They seem to be able to track you."
Good
I
enough.
follow this guy. I like his theme song.
Yes.
He was the guy that was contacting us
Yeah.
telepathically, huh?
He gestures for you guys to leave the bar with him, and he asks, "Do you have a safe house or any discreet location in this area?"
Do
Can we make it to the
you?
ship?
Unfortunately, no. I was in deep cover with the cult.
What about Johnny's friend? His neighbor from his childhood.
That was the coin flip there. So
Yeah.
he does have someone on this planet. They're not nearby, though.
Oh.
Can we roll perception to see if we can really trust this guy with our gut instinct, or
You can
we
roll
just full out
insight.
trust him? Insight?
Insight. I'll roll an insight.
Who's got the
Inside,
best?
all around.
I got lots of insight.
A round of insight on me.
Nice. I mean, he did just kill one of the homeboys. Pretty-
So yes,
Good trust me.
this man does not seem well. Okay, he aside from the part where he just killed someone, he does not seem to have sinister motivations. You don't detect that he is attempting to deceive you to any nefarious ends, although you do
Mhm.
obviously detect an air of mystery about him.
Hey, there's the police station.
And that'll
We
be-
just committed mass murder. don't
Yeah,
think the
I was
police
gonna
should be
say.
involved.
Where you want to go hide at the police station, or where did you want
No,
to?
no.
I know about
No. That was just a bad joke. That was
We
like,
should
oh,
make
what
our
do
way
I
to
know
the
around
woods,
here?
probably. We need to go hide in the woods for a while.
Also, like, didn't
Yeah, can we just go nowhere?
Didn't we go to
nowhere?
the police station earlier and like pretend to be guards? Like, I'd say maybe.
Probably better not
Felony
to
after
go there.
felony.
Does anybody have nowhere?
It does not appear that anyone has.
No kind of pouch that we can just jump in.
Yeah.
Everyone, get the
Damn
bag.
it!
Everybody into the hole.
Get into the bag. Get into the hole.
I asked him. So you got? Wait, did he already ask us if we had somewhere to go?
Yes.
He
and
did. Yeah, never mind.
you guys didn't. So it sounds like you're just gonna try and hide in the woods.
Oh Jesus Christ! Can we hide in the ground?
Uh,
Can anybody dig? Does
Wait,
anybody
how did
have
we-
a? Does
Where's
anybody?
the ship we got here on?
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
not a bad call. Do you want to? You know what?
Can I
Roll.
contact?
a luck roll for me. So that's just
How do you roll a luck roll?
just a straight up whatever dice you want, and call evens or odds.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. So as it so happens, Briarfoot has not left port yet.
Hey.
I would totally pay him for a rescue, for an extraction.
You have reached Briarfoot. What may I help you with?
Oh dear Briarfoot, please say that you're not busy right now.
For you, my dear, I am not. What do you need?
That's the one we gave the romance book to, right?
No, this is that.
Oh, okay.
That was actually, you haven't given Tuskert the romance novel yet.
Yeah, we did.
No, because when you picked it up, he had already left.
Oh,
Ah,
good.
damn.
Hey, buddy. So, dear friend, we have found ourselves at this bar. We are in need of an extraction. Might you be able to assist?
We can discuss my fee later, but if you could make your way to the Spelljamming port, I would be more than happy to have you on the ship.
Let's go.
Yes, we'd love that. Yes, we'll meet you there.
Cyric, so the way that Gossip Stones work, they are basically like telephones, so people can hear what you're saying into it. So as you're saying this, Cyric, or when you're finished talking, Cyric says, "Are you able to trust this individual?"
Yes.
He's alright.
He sort of, I mean, I have to imagine that you guys are at least brisk walking. He frowns and he's like, well,
Got my eyes on him, but
I spent a full
this
45
will have to
days
do.
with him.
I am not in the habit of trusting strangers without vetting them first, but I suppose that we have very little choice.
you
I mean,
don't have
neither
to
are
trust
we.
someone to take them up on their offer.
The guy flies a fish. We'll be alright.
I love it.
It's
Damn, that's
beautiful.
awesome. That is super cool.
It's so beautiful. Oh, I love it so much.
So you guys run and board.
The spanker.
I really don't like that that's a part of the ship. Why is it called that? So here you are. on
Is that a space anchor?
ship.
Oh, that makes sense.
So if you recall, the way that Spelljammers and you guys,
Someone else already did that.
Have you guys-
No, this isn't a space thing. It's normal ships. Yeah.
No, I mean, well, they do sail the celestial waters, but
Oh,
did
yeah.
you guys ever see Treasure Planet?
Oh, I
Yeah.
still need to watch
Yes.
that.
Treasure Planet is almost exactly the way that the Spelljammer setting is written. So, you know,
Oh,
it does have an anchor, which is more for because a swordfish ship, I forget what the proper, I think the model is called a Marlin or whatever, but because they don't have like landing gear or whatever, they have to set down in water on a planet. So the anchor is useful for that, and I guess if it's mooring itself to like an asteroid or something, that would be useful. But in space, yeah, the anchor's kind of for show. Okay, so Briarfoot, yeah, you guys run on. He says, "May I ask what the hell he is?" And Cyric says, "Are you able to get us into orbit?" Briarfoot sort of like looks at you guys quizzically. He's like, "May I ask what this is about?"
Angry cultist trying to kill us. Gotta go.
Ah,
Yeah,
very
that
well.
sums it up.
I understand. And he runs to the cabin and says, "Any of you magi?"
Yeah, kind of.
Okay,
Magic, druid.
allow me
Wait.
to lore dump for a second. So spelljamming helms and orite. The way that spelljamming helms work are they power space travel, they astral, travel through the use of magic. To increase the speed or to power it in general, you need to essentially expend spell slots into the helm. So Orite, the reason that heralded the Age of Stars, the discovery of Orite, is that Orite puts off a sort of like magical radiation, not in like a dangerous sense really, but it emits like a low level of magic energy that can be used by spelljamming helms to power them without having to expend your own. Additionally, the energy of it can increase the energy of a spell cast on it by like essentially one spell level more. So if you cast a cantrip on it that is powering the ship at a level 1 spell, level 1 spell cast on it would bump it up to level 2 for the purposes of like, ship speed and maneuverability and stuff like that. Which means that people who are not magically inclined do not need a spell jamming. I think they're just called like jammer mages or something like that. They don't need someone to act as the ship's engine. Essentially, anyone can, with some Orite and a spell jamming helm, fly a spaceship. Which is why this is called the Age of Stars, because it is more accessible to the people. Not that spelljamming helms and Orite are particularly cheap, and Orite does eventually run out. So it is like a finite fuel source. But yes, this is the spelljamming helm, and that is the reason that this room is bathed in a strange yellow light. So Briarfoot asks if any of you are magi, because if someone would like to expend a spell slot of whatever level into the helm, it will increase it by 1 level, and that will make it go faster than its standard speed.
I will do this.
What level spell are you expending?
I will expend it. My last first level spell that I have.
Just delete 1 spell level.
Okay.
Or 1 charge of that spell level. And the spelljamming helm responds by unleashing a burst of power. The celestial skip lurches out of its mooring, just as the gangplank is being pulled up. Like before it's even finished, you guys lurch and begin ascending. As you guys are picking up speed, you exit the celestial sphere, hit the astral sea, and your speed increases dramatically now that you are in Phlogiston. As you guys are transitioning from what is essentially impulse to warp speed, Cyric, the cell that I was embedded in had some way to be able to detect your location. Do any of you have any sort of items that would allow them to be doing so? They are almost certainly still tracking us.
Can I roll investigation on myself to see if there's anything in my inventory that I might want to get rid of?
Yes.
Hey.
Natural 20. All right. So you have in your inventory a mysterious amulet that was sent to Sesto, that was unlabeled in his vault. To your knowledge, he did not know what this was. It was something that he received, unaware of what it could be, and just threw it in his vault like a dum-dum.
Are we in flight right now?
Yes.
Can I throw it out the window? Because I like, part of me wants to give it to the. Well, I don't know.
There,
I don't know.
I have
I wanted-
identified
I want-
it in your inventory.
I see. Like, because it'd be great, actually, if we could disable it and hang on to it, but I'm gonna give it to this guy. I mean, it's a receiver, so, like, now
Delete
he's
it.
the one. Now it's his problem.
Delete it from your inventory.
Yep.
So you hand it to him. He looks at it and then throws it overboard as it like hits
Great minds.
So the phlogiston is sort of like ripples around you like it is water, but it is actually is more of like a fog or a cloud sort of like feel and look to it. So the amulet hits it and bursts as it sinks beneath it off, and you guys speed past. And yes, he's like, well, that would definitely have done it. He sort of like leans up against the railing and breathes a bit of a sigh. He says, well, I think that we should be safe, at least for the moment. Although we would do well to put as much distance between Olkarsis and ourselves as is possible. After he takes a moment to breathe, he removes his little helmet there and says, apologies, I should introduce myself. My name is Sirik Hall. I am with the Commonwealth Secret Intelligence. If I am not mistaken, you are in possession of an artifact.
We're in possession of an artifact?
Quite a few, I think.
Yeah, we have
But we got the one from the poet, right? His little treasure room.
Poet, don't you know, it had an
Yes.
artifact, the reason we came on the strip.
Mm-hmm.
We snagged that one. Well, part of it.
Would you happen to be the individuals employed by Commander Acosta?
No, I know that guy. I don't remember. I know that name. I forget exactly who it is.
Renee Acosta is the person here. I'll pull up her journal
Yeah.
entry. Renee Acosta, show to players.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And now, with this new bit of information, sharing the same insignia as her, you're aware that the branch that she is a part of is obviously the Commonwealth Secret
we go.
Intelligence, which again is spycraft section.
And they have
This-
uniforms. That seems a little contradictory.
But
They-
but this guy, does he look like he's part of the same branch as Renee?
He has the same insignia, yes. And
Okay.
he's definitely Quayan, that
Okay.
flavor of human.
So
He's
we would
got a-
have reason to think we could trust him then. Probably.
He's got
Yes.
like an amulet that he's wearing that says, "Hi, my name is Secret Agent."
The so this insignia wouldn't mean anything to most people.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah.
Also, you suspect, as is the case usually with government, at least of Commonwealth insignias, they have properties to them that grant the wearer certain, boons as well as access to certain things. But we'll say that he, affixed it to himself when he revealed himself to you, because yes, it would be silly for him to just have it, out and proud, even if it is underneath some robes. Briarfoot, as you are making your escape, Furiosa, you've done what you needed to do magic-wise. Briarfoot returns to the main deck and folds his arms and says, now, if I might inquire why we have made use of my my dear ship without the discussion of recompense so quickly.
I'm like, hey, you got a cushy government job. You're probably loaded. you pay him.
Sirik sort of strokes his chin for a moment. I find myself in a bit of a tight situation at this moment.
You lost all gambling. I've been there, buddy.
I was in deep cover with the particular cell of the followers of the Risen, so I don't really have any resources on me. Now that my cover is blown, I'll need to report back to my assigned base, and he frowns again.
I kind of just look at him and I'm like,
Bugston accepts that.
I think they're just kind of messing with you. No, we've got expenses covered.
Yeah. I was gonna take him up on it if he had it, but it's no bother that he doesn't.
So he says, yeah, I'm certainly able to repay you for, speaking of Bradford, I'm certainly able to repay you for this service that you've offered in an amount that I'm sure that you'll be more than happy with, but unfortunately, I'll need to get back to my base of operations, which... And he, chews on his lip for a second, and then sort of, like, sighs and puts his, pinches the bridge of his nose and says, if you are employed by Commander Acosta, then to an extent I can trust you. Our dear captain here is a little bit of a more unusual situation with him, but would all of you agree to be sworn to secrecy? I can't elaborate further, but if I am to return to my base and with all of you with me, I will need your assurances that you will willingly be sworn to secrecy.
I let him know that, like, yes, I do, like, mysterious roguey things, suggesting that, yes, I'm very good at secrets, but I also tell him, like, well, allies are more valuable than gold. Let's just say you owe us a favor.
He sort of raises an eyebrow. Owe you a favor, and an
In
interesting,
proportion.
an interesting
In proportion to,
ask.
Hey, we got your ass off that planet.
And I rescued you from almost certain death at the hands of cultists.
Well, damn, I guess we're even. I'll take the gold.
He sort of shakes his head again and pinches the bridge of it, or sort of like rubs the side of his temple. We can work the particulars out later, I suppose. For the moment, I will need you all to. He holds out his hand. There's a I don't know what they would be called. There is a circular device with several. You know what? It almost looks like a ship's steering wheel. It's got little pegs on it. They're not pegs. They're like almost like knife handles attached to this gold circle. In the center of which is another handle that runs like this. He holds it by the handle and extends it outward towards you and says, "I'll need each of you to grab one of these handles so that we may initiate the secrecy swearing."
I put my hand on it.
Yeah, me too.
I grab it.
Yep.
I'm like, all right. We made
Head
a
and
daring escape together, and sometimes you just gotta roll the dice.
Briarfoot says, I suppose that I have done stranger things for a payday. So you all grab it, and you guys have a choice. You may willingly fail a wisdom save, or you can roll it if you want, although
And what is this for again?
a spell that is about to take effect.
Yeah, I fail it.
Does anyone want to try to resist?
Oh boy.
I'll try.
I would. Go ahead,
Okay.
Tycho.
Okay, so you guys are all. So basically, he tells you that by agreeing to this pact, you all agree to not reveal the location of or otherwise indicate any information about the location that we are headed to anyone who is not already identified themselves as, just to anyone, we'll say that. And I don't know how he'd word it, but stipulation with somebody that is provably part of the Commonwealth Secret Intelligence Committee or agency or whatever. And you are all now affected by a Chaos spell.
Oh, god damn it.
What's chaos? Like chaos? But
To not tell anyone. The same thing that I used in
It's like a
Note
magical
Comes Next
contract,
to make
really.
someone a cultist.
Oh,
Secret
well,
agent
I love
cultist.
Cube, so I'm all about making contracts.
Hell yeah, I want to be a
Um,
magical girl.
Yeah.
So the way that the Chaos really works is that the terms laid out by it, if you break them, you essentially are caused damage, and it is a non-trivial amount of damage.
But I'm also guessing that this isn't cast as a 9th level spell, so it does have an end date.
No, it is cast at a 9th level spell. This isn't.
God damn, who is this guy?
This is an artifact that he is using too. That's why he had everybody grab onto it.
See, I was like, I know that teleport is like a spell that you can like teleport people unwillingly, and part of the reason why I guess if he had teleport, then he would have just used it. But I was like, I didn't want to like pass, and then oh shit, where's all my buddies?
Well, keep in mind that teleport only works like within the same plane of existence. There's like a limit to it. Celestial spheres are each their own plane of existence for the purposes of spells and stuff.
But there are like plenty of spells that you can choose to fail willingly. That
yeah.
I took my gamble and now I'm bound. So all right, Links is all about gambles. I accept this.
So of note, the this thing, the person who invokes the chaos is also underneath the power of it. Like they have to have the same chaos. Yeah, they have to have the same chaos on them in order to extend that same chaos to other people. So this is a thing that he is bound by as well. This is the magical version of signing like an NDA kind of. So you guys are here right now. Cyric says that the location that we are headed to, now that you are sworn to secrecy, is in the Ioria asteroid shoals, essentially. Ioria is an asteroid field located in free space between the borders of the corporate alliance and the system's Commonwealth. It has long been mined of all valuable resources, and the outposts and mining towns that once dotted the larger rocks are now little more than decaying ghosts. Hidden among the abandoned mines is a covert Commonwealth outpost concealed within a massive asteroid, Ioria 7X. Its entrance, cleverly disguised, leads to a high-tech labyrinth of tunnels and chambers seamlessly integrated into the rocky interior. Protected by magic technology in its remote location, the outpost serves as a listening post for Commonwealth intelligence and a safe house for its secret operatives out on assignment. Access and knowledge of its existence is limited to a select few in the intelligence branch. Not even high-ranking government and military officials know of it. And now you are... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I meant to show that all to you. You are now one of a very small circle of people who know about it.
Wow. Secret base!
Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel!
That's tight.
So yes, the skip, let's see, that would be 11 in Celestial Waddle. So, and that's for him. So that would be, well, shoot, that's only about a week worth of travel.
Man, the playlist.
The air is calm and somewhat eerie as you enter the celestial shoals of Auroria. The phlogiston is more dispersed here, so you get a better view of, like, you know, the full 360 degrees in every direction of the charted universe. Distant points of light, you know, billions of light years away, only now reaching your eyes, are the only source, well, aside from the lanterns on the ship, are the only sources of light to illuminate your way. Everybody except for Korok notices that there are, even though the phlogiston is very sparse here, you notice little wisps, almost like a wake of a moving vessel through the field up ahead. You notice like slight sort of wispy things in those two areas.
Can I get on the comm badge and let the team know, like, guys, I'm seeing some serious... There's a ship up ahead. Is there any particular reason why there would be a ship up ahead?
Sirik says, there shouldn't be anyone anywhere near this area. I don't know why, but we should proceed with caution.
I asked the captain if there's any sort of defensive or shields or coverage, anything.
We have two ballista, but other than that, no.
Okay.
This is
All
a
right, just
standard ship. She's built for
Yes.
speed.
Just thought I'd ask. Well, speed,
Are
that's
they-
good.
Are they loaded and ready to go?
As you are proceeding slowly through the field, something comes into view. There is a ship attempting to hide itself behind the asteroid. It is
That thing's way too big to hide behind that asteroid. What were they thinking?
a wasp ship. It is a ship shaped like a wasp. But yes, these ships, those of you, everybody just roll a straight up knowledge check. Andrew, you can make it with advantage.
Yeah, knowledge.
At least one of you, I believe, made the check. Wasp ships are designed for boarding. Like they're designed to ram into a ship and then, attach themselves for boarding to happen.
It's a desert wasp.
Oh,
Damn.
they're so fucking like pirates then.
Fortunately,
Yeah.
you guys have the top of the round on this one. Do you have a direction that you would like the ship to head in?
So,
and-
do we know which way we want to go towards the base?
You want to head in this direction.
So I'm
So I was-
wondering.
I would say go southwest then. I mean, just I know it's not really southwest, but
Right.
like bottom and
Like
then
this
left.
way?
Yeah.
I was just wondering, guys.
Oh
do
no.
we-
What the fuck?
Yeah, I was about to say. Do we know if that's the only ship? And two, will we be safe when we get to the base if we can outrun them?
You are uncertain of both. You can
Can I throw
So-
a spell on it?
wash.
At us?
Yeah, you could cast a spell to increase your speed. Wasp ships are light and fast, but the celestial skip might be lighter or might be faster due to its, smuggling origins.
Mhm.
So would you like to expend a spell slot and what level?
Yes. First level.
Okay. I don't know if you have second level spells. I don't know why I'm asking.
Can I ask are we in combat or are we
Well,
still have
I
time?
figured they were asking because I have cantrips and first level.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yes, you are in combat, but each round of spell jamming combat is like a minute,
All right.
which is 10
So-
rounds of normal combat.
Got it. I'd like to ask the captain. I want to ask the captain if he thinks we can outrun these guys.
Unfortunately, I have not had much experience with this particular type of ship, but if we full throttle ahead, we may be able to outrun them.
Well, I think just for the team, I think as long as we keep the two ships, like one ship in between us and the other ship, at least they can't fire on. You know what I mean? Fire on us at an advantage, like 2 against 1.
Oh yeah. Can we go to here then?
Fuck.
Either there or we can use more asteroids to field us for a little while. Your call.
You want to hang out here,
Or
Well,
maybe
I
you know what I
would-
mean.
or do you want to go to here?
I guess it doesn't matter, does it? As long as they don't have the opportunity to
Yeah.
cut us off.
Okay.
And we could probably get a couple
I'm good with that.
shots off on the way too.
Okay. So you will get
Yeah.
to about here, and you want to get a shot off. Just you, or
Is it like this? Well, don't you mean like the ship itself?
well, there's 2 people manning ballistas, right? Or is it just?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there is. Got
It's
it.
already
Cool.
loaded, so you just have to aim and fire.
All right. So and what's his face is with
Sirik.
Sirik.
Yeah.
Sirik's with me. So at least we have 2 people up here. We probably need some extra hands
Um,
at some
Yeah,
point.
let
slight
me go
problem.
help.
Go ahead.
The
Uh-oh.
extra ammo is in the cargo hold, so you're gonna need
Right.
someone to run down. So you have the forward and aft ballista each have a shot loaded in them, but you're gonna need someone to spend their time running down and grabbing more.
Okay, who's got
All right,
the
I'm not-
highest dexterity?
Mine's pretty good.
I don't know what
You
mine
want to
is.
be
Yeah.
loader, or I mean
Yeah, sure.
fetcher? And Korak's got good strength. He could be loader.
Yep.
So it sounds like
All
you
right.
guys are able to fire one this round.
Okay. I guess I'll be the firer since I was standing there.
What is your dexterity modifier?
Dex modifier +3.
Unfortunately, that is not enough. The bolt
Dang it, Sandy!
shoots wide. So they fire a grappling bolt at you.
What?
Fortunately, Furiosa's increased spell jamming speed zooms past it as it planks into this asteroid. They are now attached to this asteroid, so that will be their next turn. They have to unattach themselves.
So you
Nice.
can happen to catch
Look,
what the grappling hook was made of?
What it was made
Was
of,
it,
like,
was it a chain or a rope?
yes, it was a chain.
Okay.
I mean, the ship is light, especially compared to yours, but a rope would have just immediately snapped.
All right.
It did look like that because the ship hit and then immediately like rocketed towards the thing. It does look like there is some amount of automation. Like if it had, if you know, they probably wouldn't have like grappled that quickly onto the asteroid if they realized they hit it. So there's obviously some amount of like automation to this, which definitely works in your favor because if they miss, that sucks even more. However, if they do hit, they're going to be right upon you.
I also have a grappling hook, and I think I still have that oil that we could light on fire if we get it.
I'm going to have to move this.
Oh yeah, I got the
Over.
oil in the flask too, Manny.
I was thinking about
How do I want to do
And a
this?
torch.
Put it here.
in
I have
like
to-
naval combat. You know what I mean? Like how it usually goes down is you try to light the other ship on fire.
Yeah, that would definitely suck for them. Next turn, these guys have to spend their turn unhooking themselves, and then it is your guys' turn. What would
So
you like
they're-
to do?
So they're like a not moving target at the moment,
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
and they're directly
Really?
behind us.
Yes.
Maybe we should get another pop another shot off, gang.
I second that notion.
But,
Okay, so
the
I
bolt-
in the meantime,
wait a minute.
also,
What are we shooting at them? Is it like an energy blast, or is this a solid thing that we can cover
Yeah,
in
no.
oil and ignite?
it is a ballista bolt. Yes, you could ignite it.
You guys want to try to light them on fire if we connect?
Yeah.
One hundo.
Yeah, we're out for blood now.
Excellent choice. Yeah. So, what are you using to light this bitch up?
Can I use
You-
Sacred
have-
Flame?
Sacred
nice.
Flame is not going to set the
Oh, okay.
bolt on fire. You're going to
Well,
need.
damn.
It sounded like you were going to use some oil.
Yeah, I think oil's better. That was a good idea with the sacred flame, though. It would have
But
saved
if
us.
you
some-
if you cover it in oil, I can instantly light it.
Well, the
so
problem
nobody
is,
has
is
to go near it.
are you going to be adding to ship speed this round? Because if so, then you won't be able to. But you've got more
Well,
than enough time to
yeah.
run up there and assist with this.
Well, no, cause no, if somebody else can just light it on fire, I will
Yeah.
I'd rather
We-
assist.
We
speed.
can light it on fire.
Okay.
All right, so expend a charge of oil.
How many do you have, Matt? I got one.
We've got by this time, yeah, you would have had enough time to get more bolts up there. We'll say that you were able to. Well, who was running to get the bolts?
highest
was,
dexterity.
Oh, that was I was
I thought it was
loading,
Lynx.
right?
Well, I thought that
I'm
Lynx
No.
ran
loading.
down to get
Korok's
them.
loading.
I got the
Yeah.
strength to load.
Oh, what was I doing?
I think
Are
I
you
Running
got
down and
dexterity.
getting the bullets.
okay.
Like, yeah.
Yeah,
What
I was
is-
doing
yeah.
dexterity stuff.
What is your strength score?
Mine, yeah, I wanted to do the dexterity thing. My strength isn't that great.
Right, but what is it?
Oh, it's 14 strength.
Okay, so you could be carrying 3 bolts up top.
Ooh.
Okay.
Roll
Excellent.
dexterity.
Yeah.
Ability.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no,
Nice.
you easily
Oh, yeah.
get 3 more bolts up there and are already back down in the hold to grab some more.
I'm getting like
Yeah.
Monster Hunter flashbacks in my
Yeah.
head. It's good.
How many bolts can I lube up with one oil flask?
I don't like how you said that.
Freezing.
Depends where they're going.
Are we
you-
So when you
you-
penetrate the other.
so these oh god, these bolts are pretty big, so you can really only get one with one flask.
Can really
Oh,
only
shit.
keister one of them.
Right. Yeah.
I
So
have-
correct.
How many?
Leave it up.
What do you got, Matt?
You got the oil. I got the tinder box.
Okay. I'll do the oil then. Let me see how I can. Oh, use oil. Okay.
Yeah, because if you oil it and load it, then I can light it and fire it.
Perfect.
All right, so you've got a bolt lubed up. Who is firing? Okay.
Oh.
So you're +3 again, right? Or was it 2?
Yeah. Plus 3.
+3, so that's total of +6. All right, let's roll that.
I gotta light it too, right?
Yeah, that's trivial.
Okay.
Oh, whoops, that was supposed to be with advantage. So let me roll again. All right, Jesus, that was even worse.
How are we having so much trouble?
Damn it. You just blow up an asteroid behind them. Damn it.
Flaming bolt zips by.
Hang on, how did that miss?
Yeah, 18. That should have nailed them.
Oh, it's because it didn't reach the damage threshold.
Oh, that's right. Under 10 and over. Shit.
What about
Even
burn
with the
damage?
fire, is there a finer bonus? Yeah.
What about burn damage? Interesting question. Okay, I will have them roll to see if they can put it out.
Oh, cool. Ooh.
Does a 10 make it? I would say no. I would
Ooh.
say that they're on fire now, but they will not be taking fire damage until the start of their turn.
It's something. We can work with it.
All right, so
the bolt just kind of went.
yeah, it hits the side and just splashes the oil, and the side is now coated in flaming Greek fire, I guess.
Hell yeah. Can anyone stoke the flames?
Oh
Do
wait,
you have like a gust of wind spell?
that would be something that you'd have to do on the next turn. Except Furiosa's turn was spent helping this thing move, so we can move a total of 100. And unless you're expending a level 1 spell slot, in which case you get 150. What are you doing?
Okay, for this turn, like, yeah, I don't want to use all my spells unless I have to, so can I do a cantrip then?
Yeah, so that'll be a total of 100.
Okay.
Chart your course.
What does everyone think? Like,
Hmm.
should we go, like, what's straight ahead? Wait, where, don't we need to get sort of to the center of the left?
I think so. You mean like right where I'm
Mhm.
here?
Yeah, maybe we should go up that way.
Sure.
So
It'll
like
take
here?
us away from the. Yeah.
I think the
Yeah.
only risk is so if this ship comes around this side,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
are
We're
we
gonna get
exposed?
pinned.
Yeah, so
You
maybe
know
we
what we could
should.
do? I don't know. what the like inertia's like in space, but like, what if we like went up this way and then like fucking doubled back and like faked them out?
So you guys are. This thing has a maneuverability score of the class C, which means that if you're not moving in a straight line, you're gonna lose moment. Yeah, you're gonna have to come to a stop to turn more than 90 degrees.
Okay, never mind. Well then, we just keep
We
the
gotta
plan.
get out of.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah.
And just
I'm
kind of
just scared that guy.
stick a little slower. Yeah, stick a little lower. Yeah,
Like this.
yeah.
All right, this guy's gonna try and do the same thing.
Nice.
Lucky. Okay. They come soaring past you, and they're in the same square. You have the opportunity, if you would like, to board, or you can try and shoot. There's only 2 guys up on the deck, and they are identifiable as cultists from this range. What would you
Let's try
like
to kill
do?
them instead of the ship.
Wait a second. So if we board, like if a couple of us boarded, can we fly
Not all
the
of
ship?
Say again.
Like, do we have the skill set to fly a ship?
Unless you had the training for that sort of vehicle, you could pilot it in a very simplistic way, which would be like set a direction and it goes in it, but you couldn't make it go fast. You couldn't like really do much of anything with it. But yeah, you could make it go in a direction.
Okay.
You could also just like kill those cultists too.
That answers my
Yeah,
question.
we gotta kill
Or
them.
we could just explode the thing and just keep going. Whichever one.
Well, it is now your guys' turn. So
Hmm.
I want
Uh,
to board.
Would be awesome.
there are roll dex ability for me, Lynx, and then roll strength for me, Korok.
Nice.
Yeah, no, so you're able to load another bolt quite easily, and there are
Just
3
throw it at
more.
them with my strength.
The 3 more bolts up with this, so there's a total of 5 bolts plus 1 loaded. What are we doing, my gents?
I want to board it. Guns a drawn. Guns akimbo.
Pew pew.
You're gonna board it,
Yeah.
Tycho?
Because I'm on the
Somebody
top.
needs to go with him.
I'm on the top deck, so I'm assuming I can like run and jump or something.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, so we're like a stone's throw away from this ship. We can reasonably make this jump, no problem.
Yes, and they are anchored to the asteroid because they missed their grapple attack on you guys, so they're not. You're not gonna have an issue jumping over to them. They're not gonna like be able to move out of the way.
Okay.
So wait,
let's see.
Here's what I'd like.
And those
Well,
cultists
it-
you don't really want correct anyway, right?
This might be a bad idea, but can I hook my one end of my grappling hook to our ship, and then let the rope out and jump to the other, so that basically, like, at least I'm somewhat tethered, but not fully tethered to our ship. Like, to, you know what I mean? Like, I can let go of the rope if I need to, but
Yeah.
I just want to fall overboard.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
That's smart.
there's mooring too if you want to like yeah, you can attach the 2 ships together. Easily
I just
done.
want to attach me to our ship.
Ah, I see. Yes, you can do that. All right, I have
So
a prop.
I have 50 foot. I have 100 foot of rope.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna try to incapacitate these cultists, and then I'm gonna send their ship flying at the other ship, and then
Oh,
get back to business.
All
I
right,
like it.
Tycho, you get surprise attack on them real quick. So choose your target and do your action. I guess.
Okay. I have that. I have that poison dagger.
Yeah.
I want to fling it into one guy, like
Okay.
throw it straight at this dude.
Go for it. Yeah. I think you can just attack with it. It is
Okay.
not that dagger is not a throwing weapon.
Oh, it doesn't throw. Okay.
Your other dagger you can throw, but if you want to use the poison one, you'll have to go next to them.
All right. Well, then let me fire. Then I'll go ahead and fire the ray gun since I'm not next to the guy. Boop. Ba-doop.
Lay it
Boop.
on me. No!
Nah.
You missed! But that's
Oh,
okay.
no.
That was just the surprise round. At the start of the first round, I guess they're going first. This guy is like, oh! He's on board! Protect the helm! I guess they really only could do one thing. He runs up to you, scimitar in hand.
Ha! Ha!
Okay, now it is your turn, Tycho, I think.
All right. Well, now that this guy's next to me, he gets the poison dagger to the gut.
Okay. You step backwards as he swings at you and then lunge forward.
Missing.
You guys take two air-filled swipes at one another. What else do you want to do? You can still move and bonus action and stuff.
I guess bonus action. Well, here, let me do this. Wait, I can move and bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll move. Oh shit. I can't move. I'll just bonus action with my one-shot poet pistol.
Okay.
And miss.
We're
having a lot of luck today, guys.
How about try that? You take a step back because you get disadvantage when you're next to someone using a ranged weapon. So you take a step back before you do that. Try that again.
Wait, you've used your bonus. Do you want to proceed? Yes.
There you go. Oh, he takes a bullet to the gut. After you surprise whip out a derringer from your sleeve.
Psych.
All right. This guy is now concerned, and he steps back to guard the door to the helm. And then it is your turn again.
You already know what's going down.
Oh, we'll do one more of this. I'll switch back to starship combat. I don't have to switch back to it. We'll do one more of this combat, and then you guys can roll another ballista bolt attack if you want.
Nice. What's going on with the ship behind us?
They're I guess they're detaching themselves from the asteroid still, but that will be the end of this turn. So at the next starship combat turn, they'll be able to approach you again. Okay, so you attacked?
Yep.
You want to move at all?
I mean, honestly, it's a good spot to be anyways.
Okay. Privileged cultists. Nope. Takes a dodge action. Common cultist hisses. You shall not succeed.
Ow! Hey!
His blade finds purchase. And all right, so you
Ooh.
guys want to before you do anything, you're gonna attack this ship or the other ship?
We'll attack the other ship because our teammate is on the ship.
Yeah, we don't want to blow up Tycho.
Okay. All right, well, that misses again. You guys are not
Damn.
skilled at this sort of combat, and also the ship isn't really built for combat. All right, so you fired a bolt. Andrea still gets to do a thing steering-wise. You want to do anything? You can't really move away without yanking Tycho off the ship by his tether.
Mm.
I mean, it's not going so great over here, so.
Well, I think one thing I'll do is speak to him over the little things that I can send him a message. Be like, you need to get a move on. We got to get out of here. So that's one thing.
Anybody want to throw a giant turtle on this guy or something?
I'm
Just
game.
attack a bunch of turtles and we can build a planet.
Wait, Lynx, can you fire and you can shoot one of these dudes from yours? You're on the top deck, right?
Oh shit, yeah. So is that how it is? Like it's top is top, middle is middle, and lower is lower. I guess. That
Well,
makes sense.
you're on your. I'll move you here just because I'll have to like put you somewhere in order for this to work. But you can fire from your deck to their deck, right?
I
They're
should
not
be able
actually
to.
on your deck. I just don't have a different map for this.
Okay. They're on their deck, but they're here so we can hit them.
Yes. I mean, you're
Gotcha.
on. You're just roll to attack one if you want to. Is my point.
I sure do. Did I miss again?
Yes.
God damn it! I should have cleaned my weapons before I.
We're having a hell of a time with these stupid gold
I
things.
know, this is bullshit. Well, this is the first time that I've ever tried to, like, shoot a gun in space, so there's a little bit of a learning curve.
This is our first high sea combat. All right, Tycho.
All right. Does he look pretty wounded?
Yes, he's looking. He's got a slash through his clothing and is bleeding.
All right, let me shoot this guy dead.
You might want to move away from him so you're not shooting with disadvantage.
Okay, I want to move to this spot. I can't move. This spot, yeah.
You might still get disadvantage because you're next to another person.
Oh. Even though I'm not shooting that guy?
Correct. Yeah, because your ranged weapon in combat, they're gonna like slap at you while you're trying to use it.
All right, then instead of moving, I'll just I'll hit that guy with my dagger.
Okay. Ugh! You stab him right in the heart. He looks down for a second, his body not realizing that it's dead, and then looks back up and then slides backwards off of your blade.
Sick. And now do I get my move?
Yes.
Is it one square?
No, you can move, let's see, 30 feet, so you can move 6 squares.
Let me think about this for a second. Yeah, that's probably good. Let's get in the dagger.
Oh, nice!
Cigar!
All right, Tycho.
I'm gonna hit the comm badge. Oh wait, is the ship secured? Ship is secured. I think it's
Yeah,
secured.
it's easy enough for you to go in and like dispatch the guy who's trying to run the helm.
Hell yeah.
So you're in control of this ship.
Yeah, you got to put a brick down on the on the gas pedal and like in the direction of that thing, but jump out.
If you want, you can. It's already attached to the asteroid. You can just like increase its speed towards this thing it's moored to, or you can send it to this other one. It's up to you.
I'm gonna send it flying at this other one. and then basically just like grab one of my rope that I have attached to our ship and
Somebody who's by this rope, roll strength for me, and then or athletics actually, strength or athletics, and you do the same, Tycho.
We got +3 athletics. Oh my god.
All right, so now you roll,
Jesus.
Tycho. All right, Tycho, you are still attached to the ship, but you are trailing behind it as it speeds away. Fortunately, your problem is now taken care of as these two ships collide. Their mosquito points that are meant for like grappling onto things slam into each other, and they are now entangled in one like mass of destroying itself ship.
You just gotta kick yourself towards us.
And since the other one is on fire, they are now both on fire.
Oh.
So we're gonna say that Mischief definitely managed for this.
But like you got off of them though. You're not like still attached to them though.
Yeah.
Like, you're attached to burning ships.
No, I mean he's hanging off the side of the celestial skip.
Oh, okay.
But
oh, thank goodness.
Since we're out of combat, it's easy enough for him to be reeled back up.
Somebody help me. Help an old man climb a rope.
I just throw down another rope.
Yeah.
One made of silk. I'm like, here. It will be an easier climb for you.
Okay, so
That's too good.
it is you guys, as quickly as is safely possible, weave in and out through the rest of the asteroid shoals. Fortunately, there are no other dangerous traps lying in wait, and you guys keep an eye on the disaster behind you, and are certain after a bit that anyone who was on that is well and dead as the two ships burn to a debris field of flames and burning wood.
Well, that's what happens when they fucked around and they found out.
That's it.
So
Don't mess with the helping hands.
later, your ship navigates its way to Aurora 7X, and Cyric uses his insignia to deactivate a magical ward around this innocuous-looking hole that he has Briarfoot pull the ship up to. Doing so, you see runes of abjuration and evocation, schools of magic briefly shimmer into existence before then like fading away into like glitter dispersing around it. And then he looks back at you guys and gestures you forward and leads you through some twisting tunnels made of both the internal rock of this asteroid as well as like increasingly synthetic materials as you get deeper in, until you arrive at a small room which he lets you into. And this is the sum total, essentially, of the Aurora 7X listening outpost. So here you
Damn,
are.
it looks like a gamer's bedroom.
Yes. Yes, it does. There are an array of holographic... Well, I say holographic. You know how, like, illusion magic can make, like, spectral images and stuff like that? It's the same sort of thing that you would use to watch, like, broadcasts of flowball games and whatnot. So not really like a TV, not really a monitor or anything, but images of things that are being recorded or perhaps have been recorded. Um, it shows, levels of some sort of like signal strength of something. There are images of distant planets that sort of shift between one and the next. Camera views essentially of the various asteroids and the shoals. Um, listening post spy stuff. There's like one of them that's displaying at regular intervals different numbers, number station things. But yeah, Sirik lets you guys in and says, we should be more than safe here to discuss what needs to be discussed. He does a quick, some sort of spell from a, it almost looks like a paddleboard out of like mithril or something that he passes over each of you guys, and it makes a little noise, and he explains that this is scanning you for any further points of like scrying, seeking things, or anything that might like reveal locations of you, and he indicates that you guys are clean. All right, now that we are in a secure location, I imagine that we have much to discuss.
I'm
Like,
listening.
how those ships know to wait for us in the asteroid field?
It's rather vexing. We know that the followers of the Risen have access to information that they certainly should not have. We are unsure how they are getting this information. That is part of why I was in deep cover in one of their cells. Prior to the incident that you were involved in, I had suspicions that my cover was already blown. The amount of information that passed before my ears sharply decreased in recent days, which is always an indication that one's cover has been blown. I hate to use the same like terminology twice in the same sentence.
Do you think there's a mole that you work with?
Unfortunately, it is very likely that there is. Somebody would need to be embedded in a very high level of government, or even the secret intelligence agency, in order to have access to the sort of information that they do.
Ooh.
I could tell you what I do know about the followers. If you can fill me in on what you know, I might be able to fill in some gaps.
What do we know? Not a ton.
They follow somebody called the Risen.
Yeah.
All right, so he will just tell you what he knows then. Since it is apparent that you guys know, like, basically nothing. Which he's a little surprised at.
We know that they
under the impression that you've encountered them more than once. It's surprising that you know so little.
Well, we do know that they know about they knew about a weapon that one of us has, and that like, yes, they don't want that particular member of our party to have that weapon anymore. They're afraid of it. It would seem. So they know some things about us.
What sort of weapon? Which of you?
Ooh. It's uneasy territory. I think it's best we keep that a secret for now, mister.
Yeah.
Should we trust this guy? We trust him wholeheartedly?
Well, since that particular information is not mine to divulge, that's where I'll leave it.
If
Well,
it came
sir-
down to it, can we kill this guy?
Yes,
Pretty-
we could.
he
Okay. Let's tell him.
roll insight to size him up.
That's what I'm getting at here. Insight. Fuck. Wow, man, that's twice now.
Korak's like, I could definitely take this guy.
Oh, I rolled
But
2.
Furious is like, well, now hold on a second.
Yeah.
This is a highly decorated, well trained, lifetime like field agent in what is essentially like the CIA spy
It would-
division.
Yes,
and
it would not be just him.
well, not even
Yeah.
it would likely be just him in the moment, but just him seems like he could take out like probably all of you before
Ooh.
he like really was in any peril.
Yeah.
It seems as though if you had to rate it on a system of say levels, that he might be multiple of your guys' levels all combined.
Oh shit.
If one were to evaluate such things in numerical order.
Oh dear. Well then.
But no,
He
I
has
mean,
entrusted us with something that is quite important to him.
he's also
That's true.
not like pressing you for information or anything. So if you guys don't want to answer that, he's not gonna like pry. He says, well, in any case, I'm not sure exactly what it means, but I have heard them mention a group that they refer to as the Brotherhood or the Hunters. I assume that they're the same group. Although I'm not sure of much more than that. Obviously, these followers of the Risen are, if not dabblers, then skilled users in the undead arts, which in and of itself is not. While it is frowned upon, we don't make a habit of keeping tabs on every individual that is able to straddle the lines between life and death, but the sorts of dark magics that these occultists have tapped into are far beyond your standard lich or priest of death domain. They're into something much more primal, something far darker. Unfortunately, my time embedded in the cell that I was didn't yield much information on how or where this power was being drawn from. The only lead that I was able to get on such a thing is, and I'm not sure to what extent this individual, how high this individual is in the hierarchy, but I know that at least the immediate level above the cell that I was a part of answered to someone, Confessor Pennant, they called him. He seems to be the one who was giving the orders. He's certainly not the top of the food chain, but he's at least a leadership position. So.
Well, they
Yeah.
did attack us they did attack or something when we were in. Yeah, they poisoned Gideon. They kidnapped Spills. They're also after the artifact.
Yes,
that was all on another planet.
The artifact. Well, as I'm sure that you're aware, you were employed by Commander Acosta to retrieve it. One of the concerns that we had when we first sought out to find the pieces of it is that something like this might happen, that a dark power would be seeking it as well, and there doesn't seem to be a much more nefarious group on the playing field right now than the followers of the Risen.
Yeah, they kept talking about the Risen, the Dark One, I think was another nickname. It sounds like some really horrible.
Oh, it is right up there with the
Yeah.
tropes of very, very bad things. And I've been around, I've seen some evil lords come and go over the years. This one sounds particularly nasty.
Well,
They it was only in recently that they've become active. We don't have much in at least living memory any records of their activities, but they are becoming bold and acting more in the open than they ever have in at least my lifetime. We didn't even know of their existence until the last 5 or 6 years. And of course, now we have confirmation that they are after the artifact. And we have no idea how they became aware of its existence, which is another concerning aspect to all of this.
that's why I would worry that there's somebody playing double agent.
You mentioned having been attacked, your associate Gideon having been attacked. Do you know, did they utilize a strange toxin at all?
Oh yes, yeah. I mean, they used poison,
Do you happen to have a sample of it?
black vein poison.
I do.
I'm pretty sure. Someone has a sample?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
If you were able to, well, if you would like to hand over a sample of the black vein poison, he can try. He's going to try and analyze it to see if he can synthesize an antidote, or at least
Yes.
a antitoxin.
How do I give him this
You
poison
could just
dagger?
The dagger is one thing. You need to have like a bottle of like black vein poison in you. It would be
Okay,
into
never
your
mind.
like consumables.
Oh, I
All right.
have a bottle.
Okay,
have
yeah,
one.
just
One.
delete one of those then. So, on the topic of the artifacts. Oh, actually, first things first. So he pays money to Briarfoot prior to disembarking or whatever. Well, he comes in,
Nice.
grabs some money, and then pays it to him. Requesting that he stay nearby. To which Briarfoot's like, "Yeah, that's fine. I'm a taxi service now. That's a lot of money you just gave me." He says, he doesn't have too much in the way of resources left here. This is, not a full facility or anything, but he does have some equipment over in the this area that you might be able to make some use of, but he doesn't have like any funds or anything that he can offer you aside from what he just he just gave it all to Briarfoot essentially.
Oh, shit.
Furious is just like immediately just suddenly appears over there.
Oops. So yeah, the equipment that he has, some particularly cool toys here. He's got some things called emergency matter transports, which are essentially devices that you can use like as a reaction to teleport a good distance away from where you were to avoid like getting hit, or just to use in general to cross a decent amount of like space. They're like souped up misty step scrolls.
Oh, actually, I did grab one of those. Actually, let me give that to somebody else because I have the ability to teleport. So I'm going to give this to somebody else. Yeah.
There are also some interesting technologies in here: flashbangs, smoke bombs, and stun rifle ammo.
All right, what's our next play? He's given us some wonderful equipment.
All right.
Let me. As far as the artifact goes, let me tell you what information I have been able to gather from my time in the cult. I'm going to pull you to the map. He pulls up a map of a display of the charted.
Oh, good. And I've been looking through my notes. I'm sort of sitting there looking through some of my notes too. That's like what Furiosa and Andrea have been doing, is looking through notes to see if there's anything else we might have missed to say about the cultists that we know.
So,
Nice.
the leads that we have that I've been able to gather at present, we know that there is likely an artifact on Oleon out in the Verge Wilds. At least the cult seems to believe so. There are some ruins out there that they that are of interest to them, but they have not yet found a way to make the long and dangerous journey out there. There are we've got unconfirmed rumors that there may have been a worldsmith statue containing one of these artifacts that was part of the Tomai royal treasury from the planet Olorix. From the planet Olorix. In Durkenheim space. However, a gang of one of the gangs of the pirate lords from the Lawless Tumult have looted it, and it is likely now resides on Vitern here in the Lawless Tumult. And of course, all of these planets have journal entries. If you double click
And
on
you
them,
see, and you said on what vault?
Vitern.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah.
I see it. Yeah, I see it.
But as I'm sure that you're aware, it is nearly impossible to get into the Lawless Tumult without it means an astrogation chart through the storms. You would need such information is highly guarded and only known to high-level individuals in the pirates or the syndicates that are based out of there. So unless we have access to a crime boss, a syndicate leader, or a pirate lord, we are likely unable to get in.
Oh, well.
Crime boss or
Lynx
pirate
kind
leader,
of
you
coughs
say?
a little bit.
One second on that. The other bit of information. Don't forget what you were about to say though. I want you to continue that. I just want to get this out real quick before I forget. The other thing I mentioned, Confessor Pennant. We know that he operates in the open under the guise of a a confessor, a priest of the god Ear, out in Thucydides. Another, yeah, EIR. And actually, I can force you guys to look at that quick information as well. Look at it.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah! Thank you.
Obviously, that is. Obviously, he is
nice.
not.
Beautiful.
Healing and nature. This might be my god too, honestly.
But yes, that is. That is what information he's able to give you guys. And what were you going to say?
Oh, it sounds like so Lynx kind of like chuckles a little bit and is like, so we need to penetrate the underground, huh? Getting into the seedy underbelly.
Come to think of it, you are an LN model, are you not?
You know, do I know if I'm an LN model?
You don't know.
Do I know my model? Lynx shrugs and says, it's never really mattered to me.
Interesting. Sorry to interrupt, as you were saying.
I'm just saying, I've got connections and I've got favors owed. So if we need an in.
You don't. Yeah. It would be very impressive if you were able to. That information is highly, highly guarded. I would be very impressed if you have such high-level connections. Not to
say,
imply that you don't, but
what can I say? I'm very impressive. I know who knows a guy.
consider me impressed. Lynx, I want you to roll an insight roll.
Insight.
Yeah.
And I say, hey, if nothing else, it's a start.
Never mind. Continue.
Oh, no. Oh, Lord. No, I use my inspiration.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
You are. All right, not great, but not a natural one.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, no. That's enough. So you if you were a crime boss and you were in possession of highly guarded knowledge of how to get in and out of a place that, if that information got out, would be devastating to all parties living in there, you would likely carry that information on yourself at all times. You would likely have some sort of token or item or something that never left your body that contained that information.
Okay. So it sounds like we need to hunt someone down to get the information we
Wait.
need.
It is
Wait.
also
Wait,
um,
you're a robot? You're part robot?
I'm
Warforged.
Warforged. But yeah, basically.
Warforged? Could you have information hiding on you somewhere without you knowing it?
Lynx looks deeply uncomfortable, but realizes that is a very strong possibility.
It is unlikely, to your knowledge at least, there's no way to like store that sort of like, you don't have like secret data caches or anything. I mean, you're
My knowledge.
you're not really a robot. You're a construct.
Yeah.
Imbued with
I mean,
an
but
actual
look, I didn't even know
soul
my own
and
model,
stuff.
so.
Yeah. However, there may be some item in your possession that once belonged to a person.
I was wondering about that ring.
However, well, we still got 10 minutes. We're about to end the
Dude,
session.
forgot. Yeah.
But so anything in the last 10 minutes of the session that you guys would like to do, or shall we wrap up for today?
This seems like a
Wow.
pretty good point to wrap up, unless there's any like just not plot stuff, but just taking care of stuff.
All right, well then I will do the outro. We will find out what happens with this secretive information and this new potential ally
What's the
on
next game?
hang on the next
Oh,
exciting
I'm so excited.
episode of Tales from Tenrei. Don't forget to like and subscribe and do all that stuff. I got a coffee now, by the way, if anyone wants to like subscribe to having $5 removed from their account every month, or
Yeah,
or-
you have one of those it's the coffee, the buy me a coffee. Is that what
yeah,
it is?
it's like, I mean, it's basically a
know.
Patreon, except they don't steal money.
No, I know what it is. I used
Oh,
to, I
nice.
used to give somebody money through one of those. So
And of course, PayPal always works.
Or GPay.
Google Pay will not be able to do that
Yeah.
in
Really?
coming months. Yeah, they're disabling
what do you
that
mean?
feature. They're
It's
disabling
not,
the.
right?
Well, anyway,
like
that's
the
our session for
subscribing?
today. Now
Okay.
we're moving to errata. This is the
Alright.
point in the video that I will cut off the recording.